Hello, and welcome to my playground. This is the Mad Chemist Church or Church McGurch, depending on where you know me from, and welcome to Madman Review. Today we're going to be looking at a brand new, to me, game. That's not brand new, but it's been around for a while. And it did just get an update, which kind of screwed my playthrough up. So, let's just go with this preferencing to that. We'll just stick with that. It is Necesse. Necesse? So it's like necessary, but without the A-R-Y at the end. So like Necesse? I looked it up and I couldn't find anyone that could give me a like confirmed a confirmed pronunciation. If you want to go with the Latin route, it's like Nisi. Or if you just want to go with necessary and drop the re at the end, so it's just Nessie. It's up to you. So, of course, my traditional naming, Midgard. As you can see, this is a cosmetic. This isn't actually armor. But I've played at least whatever, 24, 18. So 40-something hours, 42 hours on this character in this world. So as you can see here, I'm not covering it. Cosmetics. So this was like I always do. I always get the supporter pack. What was that? Hey. There's my dog behind me. Typically with games like this, especially if I like it, I typically get the supporter pack. So the supporter pack with this came with a couple decorative items plus some armor, cosmetic armor, so it doesn't do anything, it just kind of makes you look really cool, like a golden angel. The wings don't do anything. My typical armor, mount, my basically movement, and then a bunch of accessories. I'm going to preface it with, and then all the different armor slots you can unlock, because I've unlocked up to 4. I will preface it with I haven't completed all the content on this game, because the content from where I'm at, as you can see up here, complete a tier 5 incursion or higher, and it gives you a locket, an upgrade shard, and this. I believe that wormhole locket does something like character, like permanent upgrade wise. But this is another game where you kind of build your own settlement. As anyone who's watched any of my videos knows, I am not a builder. So this is kind of my half-baked attempt at a functioning village. So this is where the incursions are at. I'll go over that shortly. So this is kind of my half-baked attempt at a village. I've seen other people massive villages. Tree farm here. These trees will just slowly grow over time, and then the villagers will come and harvest them. The different trees, just some random blood fountain I found. Another fountain I found. You can craft these, but I found them and brought them back. Different villagers with different... I don't know why these are all broken. Why are that texture's all broken? Just different items in different places, different vegetables, items you can get, the pigs, the chickens, cows, sheep, for different materials, some random bounters I found. This is a teleport point, so there are no set teleport points around here. You actually have to physically purchase them, craft them, or whatever, then go somewhere and put it down, and then that becomes kind of like a temporary permanent. You can see this map is huge, and this is all I've explored, because for the main story purposes, this is about all that's needed. The update that just came out basically tripled, if not quadrupled, each biome. So each of these biomes will spread out further, meaning you explore more and more of the map. As you can see, I've explored maybe 10% of the entire available map. Now, I'm not 100% sure, like, if maybe from, like, here to here is just water? Not 100% sure. But that's the entirety of, basically, the overworld. So if I wanted to, I could take, like, there's this village here with a dungeon entrance that I could just drop a teleport point. And then from here, I could teleport back. Teleporting to your spawn location, which is kind of my main house, with my record player, which you can select different records that you can find, different items I've collected, Berserk Survivor Whip, so Survivor Whip if Vampire Survivor, different items that do different things that are unique throughout the game, the Void Bag. You can also get summoning stuff to summon minions around you. That's one way to play the game, but anyone that knows me knows that I don't play magic, I don't play like ranged. I'm typically like either the tank or the tank tamer, or I'm the necromancer, this is why I kept these, because these are all kind of like different summons that you can summon and they just float around you and attack. Different mounts and pets, so you can have like, there's only a pet thing or a mount thing here, whereas you also have these pets which infinite uses, as you can see, and they summon a different pet. These are other mounts that just do different things. Decorations, so looking at my inventory, my normal weapons, my crafting, my trinkets, which do different things, my armor, which has a set bonus. And then what's really nice is these pouches, which eventually do become bags, but that's like a lot later in these quests, and like story objectives, major objectives, it's these incursions, this is pretty much it from here. It's just repeating the same thing over and over again, but at slightly harder difficulty. There's no real story, there's no real progression, it's just do this same square dungeon, collect same item, beat same boss, but slightly more health, does slightly more damage. I don't have time for that, nor do I have the patience for it anymore, like I used to when I was younger. So I finished the story, I beat the game, I got credits, and because I beat the final boss, and I'm happy with that. So I have an ammo bag, a gold bag, which I can't click on this or it just takes all the money out. Potion pouch, so I have all these potions. The normal healing potions, Q, but if I want to use all of these potions at once, it's B. And then the tablets, these tablets are for the incursions. Each tablet does something different or has some sort of like what it does, what it shows, what it drops, what area, what resource. So if you're trying to get a certain resource, you can farm it easier with this. And then I have this on my hotbar because of the you use it and you eat whatever's here in this first slot. So as you can see, it's a lunchbox, all that. Torches, portal flask, bug net for catching bugs, different things. See, the music changed. So the portal flask creates a portal that you can actually reuse going back and forth, so it makes it easier. Whereas before, you would have had the recall flask, which just teleports you back to here. And before that, excuse me, you had scrolls, recall scrolls. So they were one-time uses, and you had to have more to get it. There's banners, which you can place down in a banner stand, or hold, which do different things. A stealth element. Increase how many enemies come at you. This was just cool because it's a reference to a game. This makes a kind of weird weapon. This is a weird weapon you get. And then, of course, like I said, the void, like you have the void pouch and the void bag. Essentially, these two are connected. So if I wanted to, I could put a bunch of items in the void bag, leave it here anywhere in a chest, and then just take this with me, and I'd have access to all those items through the void pouch. So it's kind of like, I don't need these items, but if at some point in time I kind of needed this, it's all right here. So these are all the different crafting stations. Let's put that down. Combat's pretty typical. Swing, throw, pick, chop. It's pretty, your pretty standard combat, pretty standard kind of bullet hell. As you can see, this is my attempt at decorations. So these have all been fully upgraded. So you can see I can craft all kinds of different things, boss, summons. So if you can't find something, they have these maps that you can craft, and it'll give you, it'll go in there and it'll calculate through the seed and through the formula of how things spawn. And it'll take a guess and say, like, through my calculations, this thing could be here, and it'll put a point on your map, and then you can go check it out, and that will essentially tell you, like, go check here. You go check there, and sometimes it's not there because it's a guessing game basically. And these are pretty much all like bosses, boss respawns, stuff like that. Crafting different things, crafting your trinkets. I don't have a lot of these because they require materials in areas that I haven't been, or not areas I haven't been to yet, but because I've been to all the zones. The new incursions drop new resources, which I have a handful of, but I don't have like every single one. Anvil, this is where you make your tools, your armor, your weapons, your ammunition, shields, convert materials. If you want to make a basic one, like if you don't want NPCs to have access to certain things, you can just make a basic. This is all for the incursion stuff, for essences, upgrading, salvaging. That's how this was all basic stuff, and then I upgraded it to tier 1, so it's all now technically a tier 1 value of the incursions. Alchemy table, obviously. Cooking station, can cook all the different meals. Carpenter's bench, you have all the different woods, all the different looks, styles, all the different things you can craft. Landscaping, this is all your decorations, all your stuff for like landscaping. Obviously cheese press to make cheese. I don't know why I have it here. It should be technically should be, let's do that. This technically should be out there. And then obviously the furnace, the forge. I have this here because I have all the ore here, and I don't have any villagers really doing anything with it. With the cheese, I could have the villagers put the milk in there or whatever from the cows. So if we come over here, we have these here, which if we open, you can put different things in here. It grills them, grinds them down. Like we have flour, and we have rice seeds becoming rice. We have wheat becoming flour, and then I believe there's like sugar beets, which become sugar, obviously. As you can see, all my different villagers all look differently, and that's because they're wearing different. They come randomized when you recruit them. These have all been recruited, and then you can give them armor in case you get raided. Food. This cooling box, you power it, keeps stuff from decaying, food from decaying. This, I'm just going to set so now that they can use it, they can take stuff from it, or they can craft it. Like I can click here, I can add recipe, I can add cheese, and now they will take milk and they will make how many ever I say. Or if I just leave it like this with it on like that, they will take the cheese out and they'll put it into whatever corresponding chest I have designated for it. Like for this chest in particular, I've designated only fish. For this chest in particular, I've designated only money, because there's a villager that'll go out, take whatever's in here, go out, sell it all, and then come back and put the money in here, and then I can grab it or use it or whatever. So I have fish. This is all for equipment, for the villagers to come and grab equipment and put their old equipment in for me to sell. Every day, every other day or so, you will get random visiting villagers or people with different professions, and you can recruit them and add them to your village, and they do different things. Like there's people that do standard stuff, and then there's people that do specialized things, and it's typically nice to have 2 of each of the guys that have specialized stuff, but you have to watch it, because the more people you have, the less happy everyone is, as you know, the town gets bigger. Another thing you can do is these random merchants show up, and you can get stuff from them, like portraits, food, rope, different items, cosmetics, different trinkets. They added marriage and stuff. That's one thing I did not do. Binoculars so you can see further away from your character. That's the one thing I didn't do, is they added marriage and romance in this game, so you can marry and romance. You can add villagers to your party and take them out on adventures with you, in case you're not playing with friends, as this is a co-op game. Trying to think of anything else on the surface wise here. All the different things you can make, the different foods, the different so of course you have your inventory, PvP, your settlement tab, your adventures log, your map, your smart mining, auto close, auto open, lock your hotbar so that nothing can be added or taken away, and then of course your current modifiers to you. So let's look at open settlement. Settlement allows you to do your settings, change your name, make public. Like right now my name is Forest Settlement. I can change the name, I can make it public so that basically any player can come in and make changes. I can expand it. As you can see, I still haven't maxed out my village, but that's a lot of things I probably have. I just don't have the money. I don't have the 50k. I can unclaim the settlement and then somebody can come in and grab it, or I can disband the settlement and basically kick everybody out. As I always, well, the name of the world is Midgard, so I will name my village what I always name my village. Dredgeville. You can get raided. The raids are random at what's attacking you, from like the mafia to ninjas to pirates to just random people, random raiders, like mercenaries, vampires, creatures, monsters, all kinds of different things can raid you. The other main benefit of this game, or the other main portion of this game, settlers, shows you the settlers, shows you their happiness, what traits they are. So the traits were added. So when I first started, or before the update went through, they added like, oh, and then there's bees. You can get bees for honey, bushes and trees for different things. Before I started, these were all green. These were all 100%. These are all this color. And then they added in personalities. So each character now has a personality. It's random how many they have and what they have, which kind of threw everything for a loop, because now I have Summoner, Biggest Fan, Maker, and Tourist. Biggest fan, make her fashionista, warrior, audiophile, indoorsy, all this stuff now that now requires me to go back to each villager and then have to talk to them and find out what they like to make them happy again, which pretty much tanked my entire city. Command, basically select orders, settlers, tell them what to do. Equipment shows you what current equipment they possess, plus if they're wearing any cosmetic, plus tells them what they can and can't do or pick up. Diets, changes their diet, so you basically tell them to eat this and only this. Strict, obviously tells them what to do and what not to do, where to go, where not to go. Workplace priorities, basically you can tell them like what you'd rather have them do, like fertilize. Because this guy's a farmer, I can prioritize him fertilizing. Because this guy is a hunter, I can prioritize them hunting. Fisher, an angler, obviously, and a animal handler, so husbandry. And then there's guards, which pretty much all they can do is pick stuff up, but they will be immediately the first thing as soon as like an enemy comes nearby or within the premises. They'll immediately go ahead and attack. Trying to think. And then assign work. So you can assign work zones. Like these are my husband. These are the husbandry zones. Then you can say what do in zone. What do in zone. Fertilizing, husbandry, gathering, logging, like forestry, work state. So if you want them to like consistently make one item, you can, or items, you can set up workstation zones, you can assign storage, like these go here, these go there. Active journal. So this is the active journal. This shows you the enemies you fought and the enemies you could possibly fight. This is a rare dude in a suit, a shark suit that you can fight, and he drops the shark suit, which I already have. This is some creature that I've fought several times and still don't have it unlocked yet, so I'm not 100% sure why that is. But each zone also has challenges. You do that, you get a reward. Do that, get a reward. Can't see because of the cat. Do that, get this reward. Teleportation stone can be placed, lets you travel to your teammates, must be placed in a settlement. So I haven't multiplayer. I've been able to find any pirates while sailing. I don't know what that's about. There's nobody else playing, so I really have had no use for this. Catch a fish. I don't do fish. Plus it's a banner of peace, which you can see can be placed. Makes it so that your players prevents enemy spawns from players in an area. So that's actually really nice. Got me a horse costume. Miner's prosthetic. Mining rocks deals cleave damage to other nearby. So that's kind of cool. So that requires you to make an item that I don't have the parts for, and I have the landscaping station, so I don't know why this isn't. I'm also missing an enemy, which is the same shark dude. I don't know. You can see there's all these different chicken costume, ladder, hover boots, infinite rope. Like this one's super simple. I could go do this in like 2 seconds, but it gets you the infinite rope, which I have a bunch of rope. So I don't really see the purpose of why I need the infinite rope. Infinite water bucket. This is actually something I need to go do. So yeah, this is something I could do in like less than 5 minutes. Deep swamp cave. This is another thing. I don't know where these are because I've been all over that area and never seen any of these. So I'm kind of confused on a lot of this. And some of this stuff is new and was added. There's Yeah, so not only do I still haven't found that because they're random. A lot of the stuff I'm just like, I don't care about, or I already have it. Like, I already found that somewhere. I don't remember where. There's also just random other things you can find everywhere. Like, I believe I found like a record that had a variant of a soundtrack. And I found... Where is it? I had thought I'd put it in here. It's not in my display. Uh-oh. See, there's the alien costume. I already have it. I was like, oh, why do I need to go do that? Why do I need to look for it if I already have it? That's not good. I'm missing an item. I just now realized. Because there is a record I found. I was just walking around and I found this random staircase going down, went into it, and I found... There it is. No, that's not it. No way. Did they remove it from the game? No. No way. So I found this random ladder, and I went down and I found this random room that it was kind of connected to, or right next to it, and it had this trumpet with a record playing in a portable record player. And it was a song that I already had, but it was from, instead of being like the normal music, it's a trumpet instead. So instead of using... No. That's crazy. Yeah, and it literally just said the name of it, trumpet, and then vinyl. And it came with and on a dungeon display, or on a display, was the trumpet. Which is kind of pissing me off now because I got it. And so these are basically all the different items in the game. No, they seriously didn't. Oh, I'm kind of pissed now they removed it from the game. There's also mimics, and when you beat them, you can grab them. Ladders to go down, the pretty flower for marriage. There's also these displays or items you can put in that they added in the last update, which give happiness to settlers when they're in the room, but you can only do one at a time. Basically like one per village. No way. I still can't believe that. Yeah, I still can't believe that. I'm pretty sure it was in here. 'Cause this is... Yeah. None of these say trumpet on them. I thought that one said... It says the cursed triumph. That's not trumpet. That is crazy. I'm kind of pissed now. It also came with a second record player, and I put that record player somewhere. The only other thing I can think of is that I don't know if a raid happened and it got stolen, because when they raid, they can break things and pick them up and take them. And if you don't kill them in time before they vanish, they'll steal things. So now I'm kind of pissed. I'm kind of pissed about that because that was a really cool, neat little nod to stuff, like random things you can find. Yeah, it's nowhere to be found. Some blueberries to fuel my hunger bar. Well, not to continue on with things, but I need to continue on. So you have your health, armor, resilience, basically. As you kill things and as you fight, this builds up, and then your resilience is basically like a shield to defend yourself from damage. You have your hunger, your food buff, if you're at your settlement. Then you have your normal underground, which has all of its different biomes. As you can see, still a lot I haven't explored. Which kind of pisses me off because I'm pretty sure... Yeah, it was right here. This was it. Yeah. No, that was a battle area. Yeah, this is it right here. Because I went down through a ladder, came through here. Right here was a trumpet and a record. So I'm kind of pissed about that. Where did it go? See all the different biomes, all the different areas of exploration. Even each one had different resources, some had different monsters, not too much of a variation between things. And then you have the Deeper, which has a completely different kind of feel to it, still kind of the same, different kind of look, different. So you can see massive area you can explore, lots of stuff, unless there's just lava for, like here to here. Yeah, look at that. That is a massive area you can explore. From what I understand, though, these areas have all been expanded, so it's not going to be as shrunk in the newer maps, because this is an older map. You can see the different battle arenas, different areas. Then there's these little like dungeons that are puzzles that you'll find randomly, or these little areas that you'll go through, and they have chests in them with a trap. I'm kind of pissed now. My trumpet's gone. I'm kind of pissed. There's a mission board. You can add missions, what you want from these different things, and you can find specific stuff. Like if I want ice fish, I can get ice, swamp, different stuff like that. Or if you want them to go out and explore a dungeon or an expedition to go find stuff for you. God, I'm still pissed. I am super pissed. I wonder if it was a bug. Dungeon display. I wonder if it was sitting here on the dungeon display. No? No? God, that's pissing me off now. That's pretty much it for this game. There's other random NPCs you can't recruit out there. There's like certain selling NPCs you can't recruit that are out there, like the exotic traders. There's like a witch. There's certain jobs you can't do, or you can't recruit for. Like I believe, right? There's other villages you can go and you can recruit people if you haven't seen one in a while. There's a witch here that sells different things. Like there's a cauldron that's pretty expensive that does the happiness. There's like these burnt random patches where you can find like the charred stuff, the phoenix. Different areas like these are pirate villages where you can go and fight pirates. Entrances to dungeons. That's pretty much it for this game. Other than the keeping and repeating these incursions, which is what I was saying earlier, this is, you can come up here, you put a tablet in here, grab one of these, put it in here, opens up the gateway, you can then fight it. You have X amount of tries before it closes on its own. And you also have this perk tree, which as you complete it, you get this altar dust, and then you can come in here and you can modify your stuff as you go. You can see it goes all the way up to the newest tier, tier 10. And each one does different things, like increases the output drop of items, increases what type of items you can get, what tablets drop how often tablets drop, what tier the tablets drop at, and different stuff like that. And if you get the lower ones, you can essentially break them down into other items, like upgrade shards and so on and so forth. And as you can see, I didn't exactly account for how many different types of gardening items there are. So my farming is kind of everywhere. On top of, I didn't realize how much these animals ate, how many different animals there were, and how much wheat that was going to take. Monsters spawn in the dark, kind of like multiple other games. The more stuff you have in a room that's of different, like a chest, a dresser, a nightstand, this random clock, this bookshelf, a table, a chair, the display plaque, this writing desk, this random dog plushie. All these items are different, so they actually make the person who stays in this room, who's assigned to this bed, actually makes them happier. The more items you have, the larger the room, the happier the person is. Like I have my dinosaur plushie, the clock, dog plushie, and sit down in my chair and enjoy. I'm super pissed. I want to know where that went now. Unless they renamed it. I know I got it before the update. Because I got it, there was an update. I'm so super pissed. That was like a cool little nod. Yeah, that's so weird. But that's where I'm going to end this review. Please like. Here. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how it's going. Let me know if you've played this game. I know this game recently went free to play, so people got their hands on it. People have checked this game out. Maybe they just kind of gave it a test to see how they liked it. But let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are on it. Plus, any likes, any comments, anything like that always helps the channel. Always helps this get out better, because as I always say, that these videos are basically for my friends and family, but I want these videos to be for everyone, in case you're thinking about or looking at getting the game or whatever. At least you now have kind of a brief overview of what all the different things are in this game. Like sometimes random items will just show up in these chests. That's how I've gotten a lot of this stuff, especially like this parrot here. That was the pirate item that gives people happiness for having it in their room. That just showed up in that chest. Where's the other thing? This drum down here, this just showed up in a chest. This clutch of spider eggs just showed up in a chest, and I'm just kind of like, where did these come from? I don't remember anybody doing anything. And I don't know if it had to do something with me sending them out on these explorations and they find it and just bring it back. It's just a random item. I also forgot there's barrels. You don't just have these chests and this cooling station and stuff like that. There's actually like barrels too. A lot of different aesthetics. But yeah. Thank you for time. Thank you for being here. And until next time, the story's been told, the dice rolled, the wheels spun. Until next time, adventure on.